Let me start off by saying I am one of 4 siblings that were victims of Mr. Brooks. In fact, I am the oldest child, and with being the oldest, that comes with an unhealthy ambition to protect my family. But that night, on November 21st, I felt like I was unable to achieve that goal. My siblings, fortunately, don't remember that night, but unfortunately, I do. I remember everything from celebrating my sister's birthday beforehand to meeting her unconscious at the hospital. I can't help but feel guilty for what happened to my brother that night, everything up to his open compound fracture and his shadowed humerus. Something deep inside me still believes that it's my fault. He wasn't supposed to be there that night. He wasn't supposed to be walking in the parade, but he wanted to because his older sister was there. He was right next to me through the whole parade up to when we got struck. I can't help but feel like some of my mental and physical injuries, or some of his mental physical injuries, are my fault. I still remember screaming his name while being carried into burlap and lace on Main Street. I would like to say I had hope, but with all the frustrated, confused, and what-if statements and scenarios in my head, that hope eventually turned into doubt. That night, I realized the love I had for my family. I still have regrets and struggles, but so does my mom, dad, friends, and community. We all have regrets, but the struggles we faced are laying on your hands, Mr. Brooks. My uncle always told me to show kindness through times of trial, but I am not able to give that to you. Even through school, I've been taught that forgiveness is the moral way to forget, but I will never be able to forgive and forget. I mean, how can a man not know the difference between good and evil, right and wrong, good and bad? Basic things you were taught in kindergarten. Brooks, your behavior before and during this trial, your ignorance and arrogance to the victims of your crime is so disrespectful and just unbelievable. Fun fact, you, Mr. Brooks, brought my mom to testify on your behalf. How could you believe that was the civil thing to do, knowing that she had 4 kids injured and hit by your SUV? You knew that this would affect her and my family emotionally and physically. How could you be so stupid, egotistical, and delusional? You bring up mental illness, but what I find unacceptable is the fact that you had the choice, but you kept going. I will always have the simple question of why. But that might never be answered. My sisters had a passion for dance. My brother played baseball and soccer. I am a dancer and I will always be a dancer, but because of your actions, it will never feel the same. I know my siblings and I have accepted the fact that we might never be able to regain our passions and dreams. We know that we now have lifelong challenges, but we also have people that support us and help us regain our hope and goals that we lost that night. Overall, I want people to remember that this is not about the parade, this is about the man. The depression, anger, sorrow, all these negative feelings shouldn't be directed towards the parade. Instead, directed towards the man. This is not the parade's fault, and I think we need to come together as a community and realize that. With all the media and all the press reaching out to my family in the past year has brought anxiety and stress. But I want to thank my family, friends, and community one more time for supporting my family through these trying times and also giving me the confidence to stand here and say I want to punch this man in the face. Your Honor, I need Darrell Brooks to serve the time he deserves without parole. I need him to be locked up for life, and that is my statement.
And that was victim JJ, Your Honor.